we evolved in a kind of symbiotic relationship with the environment to pay attention, to respond to things you saw, to react to feelings that you noticed in yourself, because that's how you survived. Right? If you didn't pay attention to feelings, if you felt slightly alarmed, you would have slowed down, you'd have paid more attention, your breathing would change, all that kind of stuff would have been just part of everyday life, and you wouldn't have thought about it, like any animal in the jungle, actually. Nowadays, of course, you can put your earphones in, you can wander around Victoria Station, you can be completely safe because people tell you when to walk, people tell you when to stop, when to go, mind the gap, you don't have to pay attention, and you're still safe. So there's no imperative to improve our noticing of our relationship to the environment anymore. So we become dissociated from it. We don't have to be there. We've got more interesting things to pay attention to. We can watch TV. We do what we like. There's a freedom in that, but there's a cost, and I think the cost is that we don't really notice how we feel anymore. And people make very elementary mistakes, I think, even things like people aren't quite sure when they're hungry or when they're thirsty, or they get the two confused, or if they're sad or if they're lonely or if they're angry. These are things because we just don't check in a way that we were kind of evolved to check in, we make very basic errors and we slowly mistake feelings or simply don't notice them anymore. And if you don't notice how you feel, then you tend to react inappropriately in life, and that becomes problematic. So my feeling about mindlessness is that it's a forgivable problem that's arisen out of trying to make the world a safer place for us to live in. And in becoming safe, we've stopped having to pay attention, and in stopping paying attention, we lack noticing about all kinds of things within us and outside of us, and that's problematic.